Welcome, Climate Viewers. My name is Jim Lee from ClimateViewer News. It is September 6th, 2017, and as you may know, DACA just got the axe, and a lot of people are talking about DACA, and if you don't know what DACA is the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. It was a piece of legislation signed by Barack basically telling the law enforcement, hey, give these kids a break. Don't send them out the country. Now, of course, I do understand the plight of children trying to come to the United States. The United States is the greatest country in the world. Why wouldn't you want to come here, especially when your country has no food and there are guns everywhere, people shooting everybody, and it generally sucks. So a lot of these people, I totally understand why they're coming here. That up front being said. This map, however, is where all of the unaccompanied immigrant minors, or UACs as they're known, unaccompanied alien children, have been bused, flown, or otherwise driven by the U.S. government to relocate them. And this map is pretty fascinating. This comes from numbersusa.com. It was dated 9/30/14, so 2014. This is the last data we have. However, I'm going to update you on all of that. So for me personally, this does have a personal story to it. My wife's identity was stolen by an illegal immigrant 6 years ago. And every single year, this person who lives in my hometown of Sumter, South Carolina, has worked a job using my wife's social security number. Every year we get a penalty from the IRS because, of course, that individual did not pay their taxes. I have to go file a police report, then file information with the IRS to get the money back that the IRS stole from me because the immigrant did not pay their taxes. I have been saying this for 3 years. The only reason I care about illegal immigration is because identity theft is a bitch. So that being said, this is the map, and what you'll do is you just come over here and you click on these, and you'll see things like Fort Sill implemented 1,400 aliens at Fort Sill, and link to article here. So you can go through each of these. Most of these have articles. This one says 760, no reference, but as you can see here, this is a job posting for a facility to take care of UACs. And the information is pretty robust, pretty entertaining at the very least. It's very eye-opening stuff, and it kind of gives you a sense of where they've been relocating these individuals. And as you can see, a lot of that's across the South and then up here in the Northeast. So pretty interesting. Looks pretty clear up here in Montana, Colorado. But they will go so far as to fly you up to Alaska. So let's go through this information real quickly. Over here, this is climateviewer.org, and you can go to Government and Surveillance. It's under this tab right here, and you'll see relocations of unaccompanied immigrant minors there. So I'm also going to provide some references for everybody else so that they can do this. These will be in the details. Consideration of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals information. DACA has changed, of course, with the update there. Here is the instruction sheet for an unaccompanied alien child in immigration court to submit a Form I-589 asylum application to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS. Of course, I do have that form right here. It's I-589, application for asylum and for withholding of removal. And then we can see right here is the Office of Refugee Resettlement, which has the information that is provided in this map. And this one does seem that it has been updated. It's current as of June 2017. Unaccompanied alien children released to sponsors by county. And you can come down here and see the numbers. And as you can see, Los Angeles County, 2,677 children. And then some. So these numbers are obviously relative. The largest term I heard was around 700,000 DACA recipients. And, of course, we could dig into numbers all day, but they get kind of boring. This is about a map, so we're just going to give you some examples. This is from Breitbart. Feds fly unaccompanied minors to Alaska. According to President Obama's Health and Human Services has been quietly releasing them onto U.S. soil. A total of 30,340 unaccompanied minors have already been released from federal custody and placed into foster homes, according to HHS's Office of Refugee Resettlement. Of course, We just showed you that over here. So if you guys want to dig into the numbers, I'm going to provide all these details in the links below, because, you know, there's a lot of fake news out there, and you guys might want to actually be able to see what's going on. Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallon says young illegal immigrants at Fort Sill are in good shape. However, if you scroll down here, she also says the governor says she fears that she has more children, as more and more children come in, the potential for problems increase. She said a better job needs to be done at securing the nation's border, and placed the problem squarely on the shoulders of President Barack Obama. President Obama's lax policy on securing the borders has caused an illegal immigration crisis in our nation. We have sent a signal that if you want to come to the United States as an unaccompanied child or teenager, you can come without any repercussion. This is a major catastrophe for our nation. No reporters were allowed in the facility. Derp. So it is a serious problem. We really have been completely wide open to this, and the pushback is coming from the people now. And we saw that some of these are already mapped out on here. Myriad of protesters turned back Border Patrol detainees. Video. And some of you guys may remember that they had the buses being stopped from entering counties. They're like, no, turn your bus around. We don't want these people here. And unfortunately, when you got a lot of Americans hurting for jobs, and you got people who can't get their teeth fixed, and all of a sudden, a guy can hop over a border, go hang out in a CCA prison for, you know, a couple months, and then get shipped to a house where they give them a place to stay, give them food, fix teeth, fix their hair, you know, do everything for them. You show me one American citizen they'll do that for. And that's why there's an outrage. Finally, immigrant flights suspended temporarily. Flights from Central American migrants into San Diego by U.S. Border Protection has been suspended for the rest of the week, yada, yada. So, I mean, there's been a lot of pushback on this for quite some time. What I want you guys to do is check out this map, pass it around. I will probably update this in the near future, but I think that maps are fascinating. They really ground you in reality and let you get a bigger picture of everything going on here. So once again, the link is climateviewer.org. Link to the specific map is in the details. Of course, each map on climateviewer.org, if you click the little I right here, down here, it'll say share this layer. And this is the layer right here. And the ID for that is U.S. border crisis. So links in the details, pass the map around. I personally think this is a good thing. We'll see how it comes back around. I do feel for the children who have been pulled here by their parents, you know, dreaming of a better life. But there are many more people who have waited years doing this the right way to come here the right way and do it the right time. We need everybody to get on board with securing our borders for certain, because we don't want to end up like Europe. And this is just the start. Maps are fun, and you can check them all out at climateviewer.org. Please support my work at paypal.me/climateviewer, paypal.me/climateviewer. Links to that at the bottom of the map right here. PayPal and GoFundMe. All of this information is free. There are no advertisements on the website. And as always, I am an open source activist. You can download this map yourself right here. It is a Google Earth format. Feel free to download it, email it to your friends, because sharing is caring. And unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Love you, mean it, guys. Stay safe out there.